Sometime last month, I think last month, I was involved in a conversation with a friend, and she said something. She said that she honestly doesn't think that a way to know a believer or a child of God is by checking out the person on social media. And that it's possible that someone truly loves God and is honestly out for God, but doesn't post God on her social media, on his social media. I honestly was able to relate to an extent, and that's because social media is actually, it's more like a stage, for a lot of actings and putting up. Somebody that honestly does not have a true walk with the Holy Spirit comes up online and is the pastor that everybody sees. Social media has unfortunately become, in a sense, the pulpit for a lot of actors. This is actually where a lot of people act up and show off who they are really not. But notwithstanding, it still does not erase the truth. It still does not deny the fact that is staring us at the face. You can't tell me that you are a believer, you are an ambassador. Who is an ambassador? An ambassador is simply somebody that represents the interest of a group of people, a community, or a country in an away land. To be honest, I cannot wrap my head around believers saying they cannot talk about Jesus that they claim to love. Let's even look at two people like two lovers, alright? In this our day and time, is a normal thing for lovers to say, let's keep it on a low until the wedding or the proposal period. They honestly cannot wait to let the world know how they feel. They cannot wait to shout and say, I love this girl, die, or I love this guy, die. You see, and when they finally can tell the world, they're so excited. They start speaking English and writing, long grammar. So this is very like, oh, so this person sabi write like this, You see how that feels? And that's because they've not decided to let the world know about it. So it's shocking them to come and tell you how far. And you know what's funny? This person that you love, like this person in question, I mean Jesus, has actually told you, it's alright, so I don't have issues with you telling people about me. Like, go ahead. He said, go into the world. Preach the good news, preach the good tidings. Tell people from Judea to Samaria to the uttermost part of the earth. Just be telling people. That is what he told you. Like he told you, he has given you the go ahead to tell people, show public display of affection. I don't have problem. And you that is saying that the love is shocking you, that you love him, you cannot post it. What is the color of the problem? What is the shade of the challenge? That also is something to actually check. It's something to actually be worried about. Be unashamedly Abbas. Like, lift it very well. Let people know that this one is a church girl, this one is a church boy. You're an ambassador. You should not be ashamed. An ambassador is so proud of where he's coming from. That's why he can boldly go to an away land and behave like his people, dresses like his people. If possible, if he can even write it on his forehead, he will write it on his forehead. Because if he's ashamed of where he's coming from, he's going to behave like the Romans in Rome. But for you not to behave like the Romans in Rome, you're behaving like your own land. It shows a whole lot of Imakwandaibu vibes. And that is how it should be. So, child of God, there is no correlation, there's no similarity, it's no blending when you tell me that you love God and you can't tell the world about him. I mean, talk about Jesus, scream Jesus, just keep him out there. That's the simplest way to show that you love him. If truly you want men to come to Jesus, how else will they come to him when they've not heard about him from you? Be that channel through which the gospel be spread abroad. I love you and God bless you.